So I'm looking at the Post paper yesterday, and it's another one of these classic on in the first section, page 9. Another classic of a woman sitting with her arms out, like, why is this happening in Israel or the Middle East? It's the picture we've seen it a lot of times, and here the Post puts it out again. This is a woman, a Palestinian. It says, flee their homes Tuesday after the Israeli army issued evacuation orders in northern Gaza. And there's this woman, she's sitting on the back of a truck, it looks like, with 2 kids, a young man, and she's just got her arms outstretched like, why is this happening? Well, for starters, most recently, I would guess October 7th. I mean, I don't know what maybe she's saying, why do I have to leave my home? This is my home. Why have they destroyed my home? You see nothing but rubble behind them. Why is this happening to us again? Why, God, are you doing this to us? She's dressed, I'm presuming she's a Muslim. She's Muslim. She's wearing the full business gear. Not the face thing. But you're just, I mean, why? Because of October 7th, most recently. Because Hamas, the people that you elected in to run your government, decided to attack Israel. I looked it up. There's 700 million Muslims in the Middle East. There's 7 million Jews in Israel. 2 million Muslims in Israel. So Israel has 9 million people roughly. If it's so terrible for the Jews, for the Muslims in Israel, then why don't the 2 million leave and live with the other 700 million in all of the Middle East? There's all that place where there's people that they do have things in common with. There's common religion. Why don't they move out? They don't move out because they have it better in Israel than they have it in those other countries. Maybe. They have freedoms there, but people will keep telling you the lie that it's all. I mean, of course, you're 7 million Jews with 25% of the population who in theory doesn't like you. So it's got to be a little disconcerting to live in a country where every 5th person or 4th person could want to kill you or stab you or blow up your bus. So, I mean, might the Jews be on edge? Yeah. If you're human, yes, you would be. So it's just, again, the Post puts this thing out to bring up the sympathy. And this woman, and you feel bad for her, but don't ask why. You know why. Because once again, the Muslims attack the Jews and then Israel, and then Israel counterattacks with triple the force. So have you not, this has been going on for whatever, many years. Is it not, have you people not figured it out yet? I mean, I'm not living there, but it seems pretty obvious to me what's going on. They come in and attack Israel, then Israel comes back stronger and then takes back more land that they didn't have to begin with and occupies more land to give themselves a buffer zone so that attacks don't happen again. As soon as Israel became a state, I think they were attacked like within a week, and then Israel came back. I think that was the first one. Israel came back and then counterattacked, and and it didn't go well for the Muslims. So why not just leave the Jews alone? Why not just leave Israel alone? That could bring peace. The 2 million Muslims in Israel aren't hurting for peace, because if they were, they'd leave. Just to look at this picture yet again, the Washington Post trying to make more sympathy. Israel gets attacked and then counterattacks, and they're still waiting for the hostages to be returned. They still want to dismantle Hamas, which is the group that attacked them in the first place. Does that not seem reasonable? Wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you want to do that against an organization that has sworn to destroy Israel and then the West and the United States as soon as they get done with that. That's been the goal and the repetition all these years. But we don't learn. We will sit there and look at that picture and go, oh, the poor lady, why is this happening to me? Because you attacked Israel again. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I got to say. Let's ask the saints to pray for us. Let's ask all the saints, the Palestinians, the saints that lived in the Middle East, that lived in Jerusalem, that lived in Egypt, that lived in all the different countries in the Middle East. The Middle East, you realize Islam has only been around for 1,400 years. The Jews have been around for like 3,500 or 4,000 years, and then the Christians have been around for 2,000. So the Middle East was predominantly Christian until Islam came along. And now they still won't leave the Jews alone in that one little tiny piece of the Middle East. So yeah, why? Because you won't leave them alone. Okay, let's ask the saints to pray for us. Pray for peace. Pray for people to not make the same mistakes over and over and over again. And let's pray for the souls in purgatory.